Okay.
I'm back.
Yep. Thanks.
That out. Didn't want to lose that much. Even for health and vitality. Find the next exit then. Like this little symbol here for another event. Pretty much like a level 31 NM. Yeah, this thing up here, the luminous gauger. Nope. Not dealing with that right now.
Right.
Those things have a circular AoE of paralyze around them they can pull off too, so that's not fun. Stops your combo mid-attack when it goes off. Yeah, we're moving forward. I'm just trying to find my way down to the next zone point. Oh. Sister Leafa and Yuki also use one-handed swords without shields. Philia and Silica there use a knife. Elizabeth is using a mace and shield. Mine uses a katana. Asuna, if you know the anime, obviously uses a rapier. I did not realize I missed that one. There's one point. I'm just gonna have to run past this undead hero, whatever he's called. Because I chose to go the way that went by him. Of course, this is another one of those things that's going to require a quest to move on. Like the third or fourth time this area has required that. We had to do a quest to find a crystal to stop some poison to advance through a passage. It didn't matter when he just knocked me back with that, I guess. Okay, we had to take him out to break the seal, right? Yeah, you get to a stopping point because there is an undefeatable enemy, then you find out you have to stop a ritual to keep him from being revived. Well, you don't even do damage to him, and then on your way to do that, the tower passage to get to where the ritual is blocked by poison, so that's 2 quests there you have to do to advance. Then you have to take out him. On your way here, you come into an area that has poison rain, so you have to do a little side tracking there to stop the ritual that's causing the rain to go on and I don't mind it. It does kind of add to the appeal of the game and the lore. It's just interesting they had so many things you have to do, and I was like, oh, well, you're not done yet. You still have to do this. Do that.
Indeed.
Yeah, you have to activate those before you can use them. I think that, like, if I go to the map, I can hit Y and I can just go right back to town. In fact, I can go to any of those I've opened up. I hit B, I can go back to any other area I've been to. That's kind of nice. It's a little easier to make your trekking take less time, you know?
Yep.
Another event coming up here. Oh, this is going to be the boss. Whenever there's a huge group, that means it's people trying to take on the boss. Do you have anyone that I actually use up here again? I see Melody, and I see Cord again.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Twilight.
How's it going?
It went alright.
That's good.
Boss room is up ahead. Right. Before we
Well,
fight this boss, let's go
good
over
news.
what we know about it.
Just try. Well, just I finally went ahead and purchased Persona 4.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I figured I want to give one of them a try, especially before I dive right into Persona 5.
5 is a bit darker. I like kind of stopped it because like when you get to the turning point where like you can get the bad ending, like the immediate palace after that's a bit weirder compared to the others. And I just like haven't picked my PS4 back up in that sense yet to play games, so.
Right.
So the darker-haired girl there is Cord, who is one of the attackers I've used that's an NPC. Dry is the other one that's talking right now. The Grim the Provident. The main body is dangerous enough, but it's also got 2 phantom limbs that can attack, one after the other. And there's Melody, who's another healer that I have. Or an NPC healer that I use. Watch out for its horizontal swiping attacks. There is a delayed AoE attack that comes after it slashes. It's really powerful, so definitely avoid that. Destroy the main body's arms. First, the phantom limbs will start attacking like crazy. You can destroy the limbs when they attack. They'll knock it down and let you hit the weak point. It's kind of like the first one where you knock it down, then it reveals a weak point.
So anyway, you were saying Twilight?
Yeah. I think 5's supposed to be coming to Steam pretty soon.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, along with 3 as well.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be a portable version, not FPS, but oh well.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, it's still good. It's just won't have everything that FPS has.
Here, let's take on the boss. We're gonna do a full raid because I think this one needed it the first time.
All right. But yeah, I figured it'd be a nice breath of fresh air, especially considering I just tried visiting Dark Souls 2.
Oh.
Yeah, because only reason I'm doing it is because I'm thinking about eventually I might go back and actually get that a proper stream.
See.
Yeah. Although, in fact, even playing it again, it still sucks. But Dark Souls 2, well, I'm pretty sure it's probably going to piss some people off, but Dark Souls 2 is definitely on my worst games list. Very low on the list, but still.
Ghost of Soul games itself,
Now I know how that is. Yeah, I still need missions. Don't worry. I keep starting that game, and then then going on to something else, then restarting another, then starting another playthrough, then going on to something else again. Yeah, it's like an endless cycle.
I can like go start. Oh, repeat basically.
Yeah, which I really need to do a more serious playthrough of Dark Souls. It's supposed to be done. Yeah.
Dark Souls is always either
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I've beaten most of the Souls games. I've beaten Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and even Dark Souls 2. I still yet to the one. But yeah, someday I will.
yeah. You gotta go back to the tales of the story. I stopped playing it when you were playing to the Stray and get to go back to it.
Yeah.
Beat Stray and, you know, back
What did you think of the story, by the way?
It's interesting. That was kind of what I figured. So I was a little surprised. But in the robots are back through like mimic the human behavior. Even the devil concept of dream as well.
Oh
So,
yeah. Yeah. It was. Yeah, the lore behind the world actually pretty interesting.
it really is. You know,
Yeah, it's. Although the ending, I'm probably not going to forget the ending for the longest time.
yeah, same here. It kind of saw it coming and people still it's pretty bittersweet in the end.
Mm-hmm. But if anything, especially with how it ended, I really do hope Stray either gets a sequel or DLC.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the overall I like the ending of it. It's one bit that is missing though, I feel.
Yeah,
I think you know what I'm talking about.
yeah. I was expecting the cat to be able to reunite with its cat family, but you don't really see that happen.
Yeah. It's pretty well implied, but yeah, the cat out starts sniffing the air and oddly enough actually looks back inside the tunnel I came through and pretty well implied that it acknowledges everything it's gone through and off.
Um, yeah, it's despite it's the only thing about I one of the things I started wish I just kind of wish the game could have been a little longer. That's the only thing.
So do I.
Oh, Stray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember talking
Yeah,
about
which-
that, how we hope they do some DLC for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hope it does get DLC.
Oh yeah.
He did those were. Yeah.
Especially being able to see what more the outside world is like, considering it's barely touched upon. Uh,
よプレミア
And all you really get is that
ごきげんよう。
obvious
どこかへ行くところですか
stuff in this cover.
俺か別にこれといった予定はないけど
Plant life and such.
予
And
定がないということ
they can
は
support life,
つまり
so
暇ということですか
what the
Well,
exact state of
so
it
not
is
gonna-
kind of curious.
actually, it wasn't even that. It was,
どうした
from what I gather, it was a
一
plague
緒
that
に出か
killed
けた
off
い
the
と
rest
思
of
っています
humanity.
が無理にお願いするの
And it's
も悪いので
potential to the
黙っています
plague, some sort.
And not even the
Yeah,
most
so
greedy
talk about
were
一緒に出かけよう
vulnerable
か。
to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, as it's implied.
Yeah, it kind of
There-
plucked the heartstring
Yeah,
really
yeah.
hard when you had to leave Clementine behind, and then the robot gave up its robot body permanently at the end. Especially when the cat tried to bring it back and then like laid down next to it. I didn't want to get up.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Huh.
Yeah.
わかりました
Yeah.
そこまで言うの
Yeah,
な
like one of the
ら
things like me and Brave were saying is like, now that he's gone, like one of the things they could do for DLC is just like call it Strays, because he could be back with the pack and you could play with all of them potentially, or as one of them, but they're all together.
Yeah.
And even explore more of the outside world as well.
Yep.
Like I before.
Yeah, this is what it's all like.
ああ
Mhm.
どこで覚えてきたんだこんなテクニック
プレミアちゃんたち発見奇遇だね
But yeah. Overall, despite
一人でお出かけですか
despite the it
ま
feels
あばったり
there
や
are
ってさ
things saying, I still say it's definitely one of the better games I've played all year.
そ
Agreed.
そんなことないってみんなも一緒にいたりするだろ
何慌ててんのよ別に変な意味で言ったわけじゃないってばなんて言うのかしらねこの子も私たちと同じ気持ちな
Oh
の
yeah.
かな
Another thing, Twilight. So,
安心
I
す
was
るとい
actually
いさ
talking to Misaki.
きっとプレミアちゃんも信頼しきっているんだと思いますよ
I'm honestly thinking maybe at some point I ought to put it. Maybe at some point I ought to put together a list of some of the top persons that I actually played.
それでそっちは何してたんだ
Hmm.
私たち今揃ったばかりで何を
That's
する
gonna
か
be
決め
interesting
ていない
list.
あそっか
Yeah, especially considering I played a lot of bad games over the past 7 years that I've been doing
プレミ
content.
アちゃんどうしたの
Yeah.
みんなで一緒に出かけたいと考えています
Yeah.
が
I'm doing
私が
a fair
決める
number
こと
of
では
them.
な
I
いと思い黙ってい
don't
ます
remember all of them though, but it's still a pretty fair
また
number
不
of
思議度が増したわね
Yeah.
この子は
Like a few games that I know I played that definitely deserve a spot on the list are ones like Action 52 and Superman 64.
私は大丈夫ですプレミアちゃんもそれを望んでいるみたいですしうん私も付き合うよ
Yeah.
じゃ
I'm not exactly sure where to put Superman 64 on the list though, because Ride to Hell's definitely
あ
worse.
行きましょう
That's true. Besides, like Superman 64's problem is that how incomplete it feels and such.
Yeah, and you're just doing the same thing over and over all the time.
And it's more of a repetition. You know, folks.
Yeah. Although I did decide a few things like number 2 on the list would definitely be Lifeline. Because yeah, even I will even after even looking back on some of the schlock I played, I still say I definitely hate Lifeline a lot more than a lot of those other games.
Yeah, we've learned that's pretty funny to watch someone else rage at it, but it's a major headache when it's you.
あらねえ
Yeah, pretty much. Hell, I couldn't even finish the game because of a certain bug that caused the game to stop registering my commands.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
いらっしゃ
Yeah.
いリズムと進化させるのねうまくいったわ
And and of course and of course Twilight. I also did mention that especially playing through Souls again, my pain in the ass is I really hate to admit it, but I really do think Dark Souls 2 is going to be going on my worst games list. Not very high, but it's not very high on the list, but it's on there.
As fair. Well, yeah, I'd say it's pretty fair to go on a list like that. It's just, I'd be surprised if it was very high for anybody, though. But it seemed like Dark Souls 2 just more on the cheap side than anything else in terms of its intended difficulty.
Yeah, it really feels like it just throws so much at it. The problem with Dark Souls 2 is that not only is the combat even more janky than any other Souls, but all the time the game just throws a lot at you just for the sake of being hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
ねえね
Not that much effort will be put into it to be difficult beyond bombardment
えいらっしゃい
stuff.
Yeah, but it's the only for being higher on the list that's painful as frustrating as Dark Souls 2 is. It is actually full of exploits that make it piss easy to play.
何
The
どうしたの
Yep.
何どうしたの
So we're gonna be going through a number of story scenes here, and then I'll probably stop. But once we leave here, this is gonna take us into one.
What's died for? Oh, hold on, got a call. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
So the character you're playing as here, Saki, is it supposed to be Kirito?
Yeah, but you have customization in the SAO games.
Yeah, I thought about right. It says Joe customizable.
You even have the option to like turn off his like voicing in scenes because you can make him female.
Yeah.
Basically, there's like 4 more events after this one related to story and certain like quests, because like there's like cutscene of like scenes and things for like certain quests that are like key to the story and the world and everything. Like there's like 2 or 3 of them around right now. There's one big one with Asuna and Kirito right now that we've done 2 events in, and we're on the final stretch of it. And the reason it's like so big is because like Kismill's part of it, if you know anything about SAO. Hismil was a dark elf that like they grew really close to, and like a lot of the data is like for this game was taken right from SAO. And in this, every
Oh, it's one
NPC has an
experience,
AI,
yeah.
so like I know there's one that like you have like a huge group of you go on and you take it, you actually get a sword from it that's really good. It's not one of the best swords, but it's up there.
Ah,
It's actually one of the
also
swords I was dual wielding on the council file. With like really high level enemies that can potentially drop a chest will give you the weapons that become the legendaries outside of DLC. This is going to sound a little bit crazy, but we'll have to head west for a bit and then south to reach the southeast. Come here, let's go. Usually you just go. Alright, actually want me to move here. Can't use the waystone. Nope, no one I use. Chord and Melody have like been, well, they're not together, but they're two of the three. So this is the zone bosses I was talking about. When you see the warning and this pops up, these guys are like level 90 plus.
jeez.
105. Yeah, there was a 90 and a 98 in the first zone for those, by the way. Yeah, one of the weird things this area did for zoning is you had passages. There were little sub-zones that led into a different zone, as opposed to just zone lines. But she actually didn't have a name. You guys kind of named her Premier. She was a special NPC, and when the professor that gives you the programs to import Yui and Straya and then put Peanut in, it basically makes Yui I forgot what they're called, a welcome NPC or whatever, the ones with all the like information on the game. They can help get you started. When she's looking into the code and her information, all of her settings were set to null. But this is the third quest we've done with her. We've gotten 2 of 6 stones. Each time she's picked up a stone, her settings have changed. And we've met the main player antagonist in the game too. Or we've seen him a couple times at this point. He actually is a boss where I stopped at the last and on the council. He was that zone's boss of it, essentially, because we decided that enough was enough with his shit. Well, because he was kill stealing high-end kills.
That'll be an opportunist.
And he so like this, if once someone has an AI in this, they're treated as an individual. The game treats them as an individual, so once they're dead, they're dead. Like you first find that out by someone killed a shop girl and she got replaced, and it takes you a while to realize what happened there. And that's part of the reason why you figure, well, this guy is enough, because he didn't value NPC lives. Like, to get the last stone to try to do what he's trying to get the last stone from you, because he finds the other NPC like this to advance like that quest line. Instead of just like waiting, he kills all the NPCs in that quest just to get the stone from them. If I go too much into what's going on with the stones and everything, it kind of ruins part of the main plot with her. That doorway is a post-game thing I can't do yet, so we can't do that. If I walk up to it, it's like, oh, you need to advance further, which is fine, because those sound pretty tough to do. I never even got to them in the console. Let's check the map and see where the event marker is. Let's just go here. Oh, okay, I gotta go. I'm going the wrong way then, I guess. Into this entire zone, I've only found one of the 3 swords. There's like 3 one-handed swords, and one of them that's always transformable. They're usually in red chests, or at least the transformable one is, so might have been in one of the 2 chests that I could not take out the enemy for. I know there's also a brown chest I haven't opened because it was on top of a rock I couldn't figure out how to jump on top of.
Oh man.
Can't warp right now, so I do have to just hoof it. The forest is a bit hard to traverse with the mini-map. A forest with a very weird name. Thankfully, like, this is the creepiest the soundtracks for the areas get, as far as I know. The next area has some pretty nice ones. The first one did because it was like a field. And a couple lakes and then some caverns. The castle obviously was a bit creepy. But nothing compared to the eeriness that some of the soundtracks in this one do. Brain. Actually, climbable spaces. Yeah, that guy was for that red chest. I'm not taking him down yet either. Chest here. Actually, some like cliffs in this area that you can climb, but you have to pretty much jump up them. So jumping is required at times. So, one of the events it mentioned is talking with Philia. That's a quest you were doing with her. We don't have the thing to continue the quest with Asuna dealing with Kismel. Or the other quest that we started with someone. Oh yeah. That's Argo is in this. We have a quest that Yui is doing for her. Taking care of a puppy. That's pretty hilarious because, like, Argo's like deathly afraid of dogs for some reason, it seems. She's like taking this quest to like gain some intel for to potentially like help and sell to people. And then Yui takes care of it and she names it Mr. Woofles. And then she even sends you a message about it called Mr. Woofles.
Mr. Whitfuls.
A lot of the scenes in this are pretty funny at times. I do remember finishing like every quest chain I've been on before I stopped, but I don't remember what that one gave you. Some of them, they're just kind of like events. Where are we? I have to travel that passageway and then this passageway. It's hard when I have to do this without using waypoints. here, so we gotta head down and then over. It's not until Premier asks you to teach her how to fight that you can use her in a party.
Ah.
Because it's shortly after someone decides, let's kill her, and maybe she'll be re-entered into the game properly. And that's when Argo tells you what happens to people that hit an NPC. It's worse than being a player killer. It's a fate worse than death. Your cursor goes blue, for one. Every mob, even docile ones, will target you. Guards who are armed to the teeth and are not easy to take down solo will come after you. And you will not be punished if someone else kills you. Or you won't be punished for killing you. That's all because of the whole AI thing with them not being replaced if they get killed. Like the guy's cursor went blue just for taking a swing. He didn't even kill her. His cursor had already gone blue. Judging...
It's turned against you.
What's that?
So the whole game world just turns against you.
Yep, pretty much. And they compare this being, might not be SAO for you, but it's SAO for the NPCs. This is a very grim comparison.
Definitely suck for the
Yeah, that's why I couldn't find it. I had to zone back one more for it. They do actually have a game out for the current point in the series where the series is for localization lycosis. I was actually watching a friend play that last week a bit. I have it whiff-listed for now just in case. But they do have an allocalization lycosis game. This one is actually still $50 at full price, but this is deluxe. The only thing it doesn't have is the movie outfits I've seen so far. There is the pass was for a 3-part event DLC that dealt with her, and then there was a mega boss they added as DLC too. And there's costumes. There's one for the guys, then there's like 2 swimsuits, a wedding dress, and a PJs, and then there's a female outfit from the same game. Supposedly, after you get into the Wires of the Sky stuff, you get the movie outfits in this version.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I got lost a bit, so we're still running to the location.
Okay. So what was I talking about earlier? I can't remember. Something about worse games. Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, the worst games list. I have no idea what to put at the very bottom of my list. That's the only thing. But if anything, I guess you would count this, but it also more so. It's also more so borderline a disappointment. But I probably say Under Depths of Fear could probably be very low in the list.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Everything we're going to be doing here, Shortly Brave, is going to be cutscenes with lines, okay?
Okay, no problem.
You're good now. I'm still making it to the next area for the scene, but yeah. It's all going to be story stuff and scenes.
Okay.
Make it through this passage as well before we get there, unless it is in this passage.
Let's see. Yeah, Action 52 would definitely be on the list, like I said.
Yeah, I remember how Action 52 was.
Yeah, 52 terrible games, half of which were the same thing.
Yep.
Although there's still quite a number of bad games that I still need to play. Like one game I certainly need to play at some point. It's Brand the Video Game.
I don't know if I'd consider Galarians to be a bad game or just one that's really hard to get behind.
Game are you? Which game was that?
Galarians.
Galarians?
Yeah. It's a very weird and unique game. Just tell you that.
I see.
First, when we showed up, Kirito like pretty much told us the way to go, but it was a very weird way figuring out the directions to head from that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Another game Twilight I still need to play is Rogue Warrior.
Oh, that game.
Yeah, it's been sitting in Steam how long, and I still have yet to fire it up.
I think you had intended to play it as one of the candidates for the Bad Thing calendar, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
But that event that just ended up being so stressful that I just ended up discontinuing it, which I still regret, but it was for the best.
It was for the best.
Alright, we hit the scenes.
Alright.
This dungeon seemed like it might be tied to a
こ
quest
の
to
辺り
you.
一帯は1000年くらい前は違う地名だったらしい
Maybe
な
I'm playing, I just let them go and I let people read them if they want, but yeah.
そしてこのダンジョンは昔の地名が付けられている。
つまりはるか昔から存在するってことだね。
まあ設定上はな。
前のクエストで伝承っぽいものが見つかったことがあったし、調べてみる価値はあるわね。
よし、進んでみよう。
あ、奥に部屋がありますよ。見て、あそこにあるのって成績じゃない？やったー！ビンゴですね。
There's the third sacred stone.
うわー！石が光り出した。プレミアに反応しているのね。神秘的ですね。
これで成績は3つ目だ。
お待たせしました。
お疲れ様、プレミア。
さてと、うまいこと結果を出せたところで町に戻りましょうか。町に戻る前に寄ってほしいところがあるんですけど、いいですか？進めているクエストでどうしても必要な素材があって。まだ時間はあるし、私は別に構わないわよ。
俺もだ。素材集めに協力するよ。
ありがとうございます。私もいいけど、その前にちょっといい？
どうした？
ほら、ここにも伝承みたいなものがないかなって思って。
ああ、なるほど。前にあったような文章があればいいんだけ
So
ど。
when you find the second stone, Asuna finds some writing talking about the stones being left by the goddess as a blessing.
見渡す限りそれらしいものは見当たりませんね。
Probably Lisa wanted to wait and look around.
ということは次へのヒントもなしか。
Because they're kind of fumbling in the dark to find where to take her. Considering what her quest was, and there was like nothing that's... When her quests activate and everything, it's like really random and they never know when it's gonna happen or where.
前から思っていたんだけど、プレミアちゃんのクエストってあまりにヒントが少なすぎる気がしない？
まあ確かに。
なんていうか、まだ奥があるのにそれを途中で止めたっていうか。
途中で止めた？
私がどうかしましたか？
なあ、いや、なんでもないんだ。じゃあシリカが必要な素材を集めに行こうか。
わかりました。行きましょう。私も。リズさんお見事。ふんふんふん。まあね。あとはそっちの一体でラストよ。
了解。プレミアスイッチだ。
わかりました。えい。
ナイスプレミア。どうだシリカ、必要な数は集まったか？
はい、手伝ってもらったおかげで。それにしてもプレミアちゃんはずいぶん戦闘に慣れてきたみたいですね。
だろ？なかなかいい筋をしているんだよ。
お茶の子さいさいです。
なんか
なんかリズさんみたいなことを言っていますね。ちょっと違いますよ。でも本当に成長したって感じだよね。戦闘だけじゃなくて雰囲気とかも。初めて会った時に比べたらずいぶん違うわよね。きっとプレミアちゃんのことを思う皆さんの影響ですね。
みんなの影響か。
よーし、今日こそぶっ倒そうぜ。この作戦ならうまくいくべ。
プレイヤーの団体だ。10人くらいいるわね。ボスクラスのモンスターでも討伐しに行くんですかね。
いや、クエストをやっているんじゃないかな。パーティーに NPC が入っていたし。
すごい、この距離からよくわかるね。
プレイヤーとか NPC ってつい観察しちゃうんだよ。
感心感心。そういうとこ武器屋に向いてるわね。なんなら私が師匠になって火事のいろはをみっちり叩き込んでもいいわよ。
遠慮しとくよ。
ところでさっきの人たちは何のクエストを攻略しに行ったんでしょうね。
あの NPC のクエストは確か炭鉱高に行って住み着いたモンスターを倒すってもののはずだけど。
なるほど、討伐系のクエストですか。炭鉱ということは上質の火事素材が手に入ったりするの？全然。至って普通の素材が手に入るだけなのよ。あれ？リズさんも知っているんですか？その。当然。炭鉱が舞台だって聞いたら気になるじゃない？やっぱ。じゃあ効率の悪いクエストなんですね。
まあいや、レベルが低いうちは報酬を売ればそれなりの稼ぎになるんだよ。
低レベル？難易度は高くないんですか？
なあ、別に高くないけど。
でもさっきの人たちかなり大掛かりなパーティーだったよね。簡単なクエストのはずなのにあの人数って明らかにおかしいですよ。あれ、そういえば考えてみると炭鉱のある場所ってこの辺りじゃないわ。それじゃあさっきの人たちは何をしていたんだろう。あっちの方って何かあったっけ？
あの方角は。そうか、分かったぞ。急いで追いかけよう。
ちょっとどういうことよ。
ネームドモンスター狩りだ。彼らはネームドモンスターと戦うのに NPC をおとりにするつもりなんだよ。
NPC をおとりに？あれだけプレイヤーがいるのに？
少し前にアルゴから聞いたんだ。モンスターはかなり高レベルらしい。
かなり高レベルって、そんな相手に NPC をおとりにしたら。
なあ、だから急ぐぞ。
They're going to use NPCs as bait for monsters.
よし、
If
こ
there's
のまま
going to be
NPC
another
にヘイトを取らせるぞ。
Genesis scene here with an antagonist.
いいぞ、 NPC が狙われ始めた。
ちょっと待ってくれ。
おい、なんだあんたたち。今は俺たちがこいつを飼っているんだぞ。
分かってます。ネームドモンスター相手におとりなんてさせたら。
それがなんだよ。 NPC なんだからどうなろうが問題ねえだろ。
このゲームで NPC が命を落とすと、その
知ってるけど、ちゃんと同じ役回りで他のキャラがポップするだろ。
そういうことじゃなくて、
このゲームでは割と効率のいい戦法なんだ。俺たち以外にもやってるやつはいるぜ。それにこの方法ならブルーカーソルにもならないしな。なあ、やっぱおとりなんてやめようぜ。はあ？何言ってんだよお前。だってよ、 NPC だって言っても死んじまったらそいつ二度といなくなるんだぜ。まあ、あまりいい気分はしねえよな。
そうですよ。
NPC だぞ。本気で言ってんのか。
なあ、あんたたち。
なんだよ、やんのか。
いや、そうじゃない。あんたたちのやろうとしていることが攻略法の一つなのは分かっている。だから止めようってわけじゃないんだ。ただ、俺たちにこの戦闘を手伝わせてくれないか。
手伝うだ。
ああ、俺たちは別に報酬はいらない。一緒に戦わせてくれるだけでいい。ラストアタックも譲るし、ドロップしたアイテムも全部差し出す。
NPC のために報酬もなく戦うのか。
そうだ。
どうするよ。理由はどうあれ人は多い方がいい。手伝ってもらおうぜ。わかった、前衛を頼んでいいか。
了解。任せてくれ。リサちゃん側面から、俺とプレミアは正面から攻める。
オッケーよ。それじゃ始めましょう。
プレミア、行くぞ。
はい、わかりました。
おい、そいつも NPC じゃないか。
違うよ、仲間だ。
仲間。
さあ、戦闘開始だ。
I don't think we actually quit this. I think this is all cutscenes. Yep.
お疲れ様。
そっちもご苦労様。
これだけの人数がいてもかなり手こずったね。アルゴさんの話の通り、かなりの強敵でした。お疲れ様。
ナイス活躍だったよ、プレミ。
はい、お茶の子さいさいです。
おい、あんたら。
なあ、報酬を渡すよ。さすがに分配された経験値は渡せないけどさ。
おう。
飛び入りだったけど、うまいこと戦闘が噛み合ったな。
おかげで犠牲者はゼロだった。 NPC を含めて。手を貸してくれてありがとうな。おかげで後味の悪い思いをしなくて済んだよ。
うん、よかったよ。
大した戦い方だったな。あんたの仲間全員とも。また機会があったら一緒に戦おう。
オッケー。いつでも声かけてくれ。
よしみんな引き上げよ
NPC も連れて帰ってくれるみたいですね。
ああ、
嬉しそうですね。
プレミアやみんなが協力してくれて犠牲者を出さずに済んだからだよ。
つまり私たちはいいことをした。
まあ嫌がられてはいないみたいだったな。
戦いを始める前、あの人たちの間でいざこざが起きましたが、
難しい話だな。少なくとも俺はあの剣士の可能性が消されることに納得ができなかった。
可能性。
例えばさ、俺とプレミアが明日出かけた先でとても美味しい果実を見つけるかもしれない。すごく綺麗な景色を眺めることができるかもしれない。面白いことが起きて二人で笑い続けるかもしれない。そうした可能性は誰にでもあるものだと俺は思っているんだ。
誰にでもある可能性。
ああ、それを勝手な都合で奪うことは俺はしたくないし、あの人たちの中にもそう思う人がいた。
だから言い争いをしていた。
ああ、プレミアにもあるだろ、可能性。
私にもある。
さあ、俺たちも戻ろうか。歩き回って戦闘して腹が減っちゃったよ。
はい。
VR の研究として開発されたこのゲームはいわば人間の都合で作られた世界だ。その世界の NPC たちはみんな AI 化され限りある命として設定されている。人の都合により作り上げた世界の中で人の勝手で消されていく命。今の俺は目の届く範囲でしか NPC のことを守ることはできない。だけど根本的に解決するためには絶対に人の力が必要なはずだ。その答えがわかるまでは今はできることをやっていくしかない。
To be the end of that one.
Right.
You guys still there?
Yeah.
I have to go to areas to activate the next so we can talk for a bit. Sorry about that.
No problem. I was just thinking of some other bad games I could play eventually during in the meantime.
やあ
おう、アルゴか。
最近噂になっているみたいじゃないか。さすがだな。
俺が噂に？変な噂じゃないよな。
Were quite a few on the PS2 that I played as a kid and I hated.
Some of the early games were really weird.
Yeah, like
NPC を守りなが
like there
ら
was
ネームドモンスターを
like there was
倒
this
したんだろ
real
しかも同じ
finding
NPC である
mode still
プレミアと協力して
うん
なあ、そのことか。確かに協力して戦ったけど噂になっているのか。
NPC に面白半分で手を出す
and,
奴が
and
いたり
apparently I'm not the
嫌な
only
話が
one.
多かったからな
A lot of other people
これを機
hated
に
that one
NPC
too.
をおとりにする考えを改めるプレイヤーが増えるかもしれないぞ。
だといいんだけどな。
よ
Uh-oh, there he is.
噂のプレイヤーか。
This is the player antagonist of the game.
はあ、いまいち冴えねえな。
お前はジェネシス？
俺のこと知ってんだね。まあ当たり前か。
いろんな意味で評判になっているぞ。
言うね。
別に大したことはしていないよ。みんなでモンスターを討伐しただけだ。
おいおいおいおい、謙遜すんなって。そこそこの戦闘をしたから噂になってんだろ。興味あるね。どんだけてめえが強いのか。
知ってどうする？ デュエルでもやるつもりか。
威勢はいいね。けどデュエルでてめえに勝ったところで大した自慢にもならねえよ。ま、今日は挨拶ってところだ。長く持つといいな、ヒーローの噂がよ。
Yeah, Genesis is a huge jerk.
なんだ、すっかり目をつけられたみたいだな。
Indeed.
As he's been running around kill stealing, not like normal monsters, like really high end good experience monsters on people. And before you guys came up, there was a topic that Yui was talking about with everyone and you that kind of plays a role with him that'll come into effect later when you kind of realize what's going on before you end up having to fight him. It's a bit of a hot topic in a very bad way when you think about it and what it entails doing.
I see.
I just wanted some more water. I have my AC off right now. It's kind of sweaty in here.
No problem. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember another game played on the PS2 that I absolutely hated. Yeah, Spider-Man Friend or Foe. That game was also pretty bad from what I remember.
Yeah, I heard good things about that.
そういえば、あいつが戦うところを見たよ。確かに戦闘慣れはしていたけど、アルゴが言うような異常さはなかったぞ。
The worst part is, I forced myself through that entire game, and I still think it's terrible.
噂が絶えないのは事実だ。用心しておくんだな。
ああ、わかったよ。
Yeah, there's actually a pretty important reason along with Kirito's sense of what's right and wrong as to why he decides to take out Genesis later on. It's Philia, so she's got that, meaning we have an event when we talk to her. She's going to be continuing her quest that she wanted us to help with.
ちょうどいいタイミングかも。
Yeah, like I was saying, like there's like 3 or 4 quests with the other like people that we know that are part of the story. This is one of them. There's one that we've gone through the first 2 parts with Asuna, and what makes that one very interesting is like Sword Art Origins, the game they're playing. It took the data straight from Sword Art Online. And an NPC that they know very well from that is in that quest that the 2 of them are doing. A dark elf named Kismel.
なんだよ、ちょうどいいって。
これからリーファと剣道の特訓をするんだけど、一緒にどうかな。
なあ、前に言っていたやつだよな。
今日はね、複数のモンスターを相手にして立ち回りと攻撃のさばき方を練習するの。
へえ、なるほどな。
Okay, this is what's helping his sister, not with the treasure quest that she wants with. Although it might turn into that, we'll see. Because in real life, Leafa does kendo competitions, and she's like pretty good. She's got a match coming up.
なあ、ちょうど今その話を聞いてさ。
本日の特別講師ってことで。
なんか責任重大っぽいな。
それじゃあフィールドに行きましょうか。うん？おっと危ない。スキアリ。よし次。はあ、すごく綺麗な剣筋だね。
こうして見ているとよくわかるよな。
もう何回かとっくに付き合っているんだけど、その度に感心しっぱなしだよ。
そういえば家で晩ご飯食べている時もよくすぐは
私の？
とっくんに付き合ってもらってはかどってるってさ。それってお世辞でも何でもなく、本当にリーファはフィリアの応援を受けて頑張ってるんだと思うぜ。
そっか、そうだと嬉しいな。そろそろ次のモンスターをトレインしてこなきゃ。
俺も手伝うよ。
大丈夫だから待ってて。今の話を聞いて応援するのを頑張りたくなっちゃったし。
了解。それじゃあ頼んだよ。
オッケー。
フィリアのやつずいぶん張り切ってリーファを応援してくれているな。
これで3セット終了っ
お疲れ様リーファ。
と。あれ、フィリアさんは？
フィリアなら次のモンスターを引き連れに行ったよ。
なんかここまで協力してもらって申し訳ないな。でもそのおかげで剣道の腕も少しずつ成長しているって感じるよ。
前に見た時よりも確実に良くなっているぜ。
ありがと
フィリアも喜んで応援してくれているようだし。
う。だからフィリアさんの応援にしっかり応えたいんだ。あ、フィリアさんが戻ってきたみたい。
本当だ。じゃあ特訓再開だな。
よーし、頑張ろうっと。助けて
Uh-oh.
ー。今、助けてって聞こえなかった？
どうしたフィリア。
特訓のためにボアを何匹かトレインしようとしたんだけど、どんどんボアがリンクしちゃって40
I
匹。
think Philia overdid it.
それはそれで逆にすごいけど褒めてる場合じゃないな。
She said she wanted to round them up and that she wound up getting about 40 of them by accident.
よし、ひとまず逃げるぞ。
わかった。ごめん。開けた地形の
Philia and Straya are actually from the previous game, by the way. Like, all the games, they kind of flow into each other and flow from the enemies point.
町まで連れて行くわけにもいかないし、ねえどうしよう。
二人ともあの崖を駆け上がるぞ。
崖？
あの崖に登ればボアを追いかけてこれない。
なるほど。
けど結構あの崖高くない？
スピードを乗せて思い切りジャンプするんだ。あとは気合で登りきる。
むちゃくちゃ。でもそれしかなさそう。
行くぞ。
ジャーンプ！ドーン！
みんなどうにか登りきれたな。
剣道の特訓のはずがクライミングの特訓になっちゃったね。
ですけどみんな無事に逃げ切れましたね。
うわ、崖の下登ってこられないボアですごいことになってるぞ。俺もこれだけ密集したボアは見たことがないな。
我ながらすごい数だと思うよ。
しばらくすればヘイトが切れて帰っていくはずだ。
どれどれ。うわー、うじゃうじゃいる。
おいリーファ、そんなに身を乗り出したら危ないぞ。
はーい。ってうわー、危ない。フィリアさん。大丈夫？リーファー。はい、大丈夫です。って
待ってて、今引き上げるから。
服が引っ張られて。
Still not as interesting as, the scenes bathing with Kismil where she's, like, naked, but, like, her bottom half is just off screen and her arms over the parts that would need to be covered.
Oh yeah.
First part, it's Kirito bathing with her. The second time, it's Asuna, but they're in a towel.
って引っ張んないと引き上げられないでしょ。そうなんですけど、その胸が。
おいリーバー、俺の手にも捕まれ。
こっち見ないで。
何言ってんだよ。ほら引き上げるぞ。
だって見えちゃう。フィリアさん、もう一思いに手を離してください。そんなことできるわけないでしょ。いいからおとなしくして引き上げるよ。
Apparently, he'd be able to see her chest is barely covered under that jacket, I guess.
And
何バカなこと言ってるんだ。
Well, that's her sprite from ALO. That's why, like, they had all their sprites imported from other games because they knew someone that was like working on them and had that technology. That's also how they got. Like I was telling them, it's also how they got Yui and Straya, and who are NPCs from SAO.
Yeah.
They met someone named Seven, who in real life was her doctor name is Dr. Rainbow Arkovich or something like that. And she like actually works in like programming and stuff like that. And made the programs that allowed them to get like the NPCs and everything in, and their sprites exactly how they looked.
Makes sense. It also helps that all the games that this world takes place in the same world the games are exist in are all based off SAO as well.
Well, the one before that was Aincrad, which is SAO.
Yeah.
This one is a whole different game. The game they're playing in this game is Sword Art Origin. It's Ain Ground, is what they called it, and the AIN actually stands for the system. But it took the data straight from SAO.
Exactly.
And this is actually a beta test they're in, by the way. Because Seven invited them all. She's working on the game with the company. Like I was saying, like I would say a decent bit more about what was going on with why they eventually choose to stop Genesis and what's going on with Premier's Quest, but it reveals a bit of a heavy plot and story with what's going on towards the end of the game when they find out like what's going to eventually happen, you know.
リーファーボアに追いかけ回されたり崖から落ちたりと忙しい日だな。
思い出にはなったかな。
今日特訓が中断しちゃった分はどこかで取り返さないとね。
ありがとうございます、フィリアさん。けどいいんですか、こんなに協力してもらって。クエストを手伝ったお礼だとしたら十分すぎだと思いますけど。
そんなの全然大丈夫だよ。
Probably one of the more interesting scenes there was earlier on was like Yuki's been like using this thing to go to school and take classes with them, and Asuna has been helping her study. Freya's like, oh, I want to be a schoolgirl, so you think about things that you can do in the game to help her feel like a schoolgirl, and like so you start talking about clubs, and then she sends you a message like, let's do a Kado club, so you all do flower arranging in game. Japanese flower arranging, yeah.
それにリーファーを応援しているのは別にクエストのお礼ってわけじゃないし。
And after all these scenes, you get messages from everyone that was in the scene too.
そうなんですか。
私 SAO の時にフォローエリアってところに閉じ込められちゃってたでしょ。
Like she's saying right there, the situation was the reason why it's called hollow fragmentation is in Aincrad there was a hidden area called the Hollow, and there was a like malevolent NPC called like the Hollow Priest or something like that. They had these plans, and she wound up getting trapped in the Hollow. Drea and Yui are the same thing. They're both MHCPs, but I guess they had to make another one and implant it with everything going on during hollow fragmentation. Because it stands for a mental health counseling program. They don't actually interact with people, but they monitor their mental health. Like basically, like yeah, there's a lot of alluding to like when they first met everyone and everything in all of the games. Like he was like saying how like when they found her, she was like so depressed over seeing how distraught and upset everyone was mentally, you know. It was through like the two of them kind of adopting her and starting to take care of her that she recovered. She's in your friend list too, but I don't think we have the ability to use her yet. I think it's coming up in the third area at some point.
そんな励ますだなんて大層なもんじゃないよ。
それこそが私には励ましだったんだよ。おかげで今の私がある。だから恩返しってわけじゃないけど、みんなの力になれればなって思っているの。まあ押し付けがましく感じたら言ってね。
そんなこと思いません。私、フィリアさんに応援してもらえて嬉しいです。
Aoife is the only one that doesn't look like she does in real life because she didn't join SAO. She joined in a game where you could create your avatar. She's like a shorter female version of Kirito with boobs and like short hair. A short girl's hairstyle though.
That's one way to describe
Because she's his younger cousin. Although
Yeah.
they live together, so they refer to each other as brother and sister. It's kind of funny because in every game it takes her a while to start calling you by your tag as opposed to your real name. Even in this, like she first starts calling you Kazuto before she'll call him Kirito. Because Kazuto is his actual first name. His tag is like a combination of his first and last name.
His whole name's Kazuto Kirigaya or something like that.
Kirigaya, yeah. Because they mentioned that when like you start doing the treasure quest for Philia, you call Leafa, then you run into Leafa, and then they're just like, the Kirigaya siblings are here to help. Because you're like an SAO legend, and she's like a kendo master, essentially. Oh, get to talk to you more. There's Sinan. Let's go talk to her. You would have had to go into the third season to know Sinan. He was after SAO when he was sent into Gungale Online to rescue her. Well, I guess she did drop into SAO too at one point.
なんだよ急に。
なんだあんたか。びっくりさせないでよね。
それはこっちのセリフだよ。急に悲鳴を上げて、え？
うん、別に何でもないの。
そっか、ならいいんだけど。なあ、今って時間あるか？よければ一緒にケーキでもって思ったんだけど。
ケーキ？
この先を進んだところにカフェがあるだろ？なんでもそこの店の来店プレイヤー数が一定数を上回ったとかでメニューが追加されたんだってさ。好きだろケーキ？
それはまあ嫌いじゃないけど。
It's an interesting way to put it.
おごるよ。
あんたのそれきっと素なのよね。
だって新メニュー追加とか言われると気にならないか？
はいはい、別に用事もないし付き合うわよ、食いしん坊さん。お待たせいたしました。
来た来た、食べようぜ。うまい。これが新メニューのケーキの味か。
このレアチーズケーキもなかなかよ。程よく冷たくて舌触りがすごくいいわ。
へえ。んな。
一口でしょ。そっちもくれるなら
That
考えても
sometimes
いい
these
けど。
events are just little tidbits and things with the other characters.
もちろん。それじゃ一口と。
ちょっとあんたの一口多くない？
これぐらい普通だって。
だったら私も一口。
おい、それ絶対一口じゃないだろ。
ちゃんと一口で食べてみせるわよ。
本当に食べた。ほっぺたがハムスターみたいに膨らんでるけど。
うん、そっちのも美味しいわね。
だろ。新メニューは当たりが多そうだ。
しばらくここに通っちゃうかも。
それで？
何よそれでって。
いや、さっき会った時何か気にしながら歩いていたみたいだからさ。
そういうことには異常なほど敏感よね。もしかしてここに誘ったのもそれが理由？
なくはないけど、新メニューが気になったのは本当だし。で、何かあったか？
まあ心配されちゃったからには黙っているわけにもいかないわよね。もしかしたらその
うん。
スト
What I
ー
think
キ
it
ング
is?
みたいなことをされている気がするのよね。
Oh, yep.
本当か？部屋のセキュリティとか大丈夫なのか？
ああ、ごめん、リアルじゃなくてこのゲームでの話。街やフィールドで誰かにつけられている気がしたり、あとはアルゴから私の情報を買おうとしたプレイヤーがいるとも聞いたの。不審な感じがしたからって教えてくれたんだけど。
なるほどな。ちなみに狙われる理由に心当たりは？
ないわよそんなの。
となると単純にシノンへ好意を寄せている人物ってことか。
でも全部勘違いかもしれないし、今言った以上のことも特にないから。
ちなみに今はどうだ？周りにそれっぽい人はいるか？
わからないわ。
そうか。じゃあここは一つ調べてみるか。
調べるってどうするのよ。
今思ったんだけど、俺たちの今の状況ってデートをしているように見えないか？
あんた今頃気づいたの？
え？
なんでもないわ、続けて。
だからこのまま二人で過ごしていれば怪しい動きをする人物が出てくるかもしれない。特に俺に対しては警戒感を抱くだろう。例えば「お前とシノンさんはどういう関係だ?」みたいな感じでさ。
なるほどね。うまくいくかわからないけど。
よし、それじゃあ周りに注意を払いながら。
ねえ、
なんだ？
二人して黙ってたら全然デートっぽくないと思わない？
分かってるけど、いざデートっぽくとか言うと何をしていいか分かんないんだよ。
あんたが言い出したんでしょ？
じゃあなんかデートっぽいことするとか。
何よデートっぽいことって。
ケーキをあーんって食べさせ合うとかさ。
お断り。もしかしてアスナとはそんなことしているの？
それは
たまに。わかったわ。
するって。
いた？
ああ、シノンの後ろからじっとこっちを見てるやつがいる。
どうする？
シノン、 君は俺と喧嘩をするふりをしてここから立ち去るんだ。後から俺が追いかけて奴を捕まえる。
オッケー。じゃあ喧嘩のふりよね。
あ
あんたはなんでいつも浮気ばっかりするの？この鈍感。
He's bad at
私だ
this.
けって思ってたのに、何人の女とイチャイチャしてるのよ。もっと
He
私の
staggered
こ
a
と
bit starting that.
いい
Indeed.
ぞシノ、ナイス演技だ。しかしやけに熱がこもってるな。アドリブとは思えないセリフ回しだし。
She's not improvising this on the spot. She's generally annoyed about how many girls you have or
もっとそれより
around you.
あとはシノの
There's like 2 guys and like 8 girls at this point.
行動を取ろう。
Yep.
She did bring this up earlier, Kirito.
Yeah.
そこのお前、彼女に何の用だ？逃げようとしても無駄だぞ。
うまくいったわね。
話を聞かせてもらおうか。
待てよ。
Yeah, this is the
僕は怪し
scene
い
I
ものじゃ
thought
ない。
it was, or the start of this whole
僕
thing.
だよ、浅田さん。十分に怪しい
No,
け
you're
ど。
just a weird stalker who wanted to buy information on her for some reason.
僕だよ、浅田さん。
浅田？
ちょっと、なんでその名前を？だから怪しいものじゃないんだって。僕は新川教授。え？新川くん。
知り合いか？
ええ。ALO とリアルでの知り合い。
でも知り合いならなおさらなんで後をつけ回すようなことをしていたんだ？
それは声をかけにくかったというか、いつも浅田さんの周りには友達がいてさ。
ちょっとお願いだからその名前で呼ばないで。
あ、ごめん。ALO と同じシノンだったよね。とにかく声をかけようかどうかずっと迷っていたんだ。それにしてもやっぱりシノンはすごいな。オリジンでも活躍してるみたいだね。
別に普通に遊んでいるだけだけど。
知り合いだったってことはこれで一件落着か？
ごめん、変な心配させて。
いや、いいんだ。注意するに越したことはないし。君のアバターネームは
リヒタ。
リヒタ。明らかにノーマナー行動だったから気をつけた方がいいぜ。
まったく驚かせないでよね。本気で不安だったんだから。
ごめん。
まあいいわ。これからはちゃんと普通に話しかけてよね。
うん、そうするよ。
まさかリアルの知り合いだったとはな。
ストーカーじゃなくてほっとしたわ。彼ね、SAO 事件の後、リアルの方の図書館で知り合ったの。それからも何度か図書館で会うたびにいろいろ話したりするようになって。ALO ではたまたまパーティーを組んだ時に彼がいたのよ。
へえ、すごい偶然だな。
ええ、びっくりしちゃった。まさかリアルでの知り合いと出くわすなんてね。そういうわけで知り合いって言ったけど、大して深い付き合いがあるわけじゃないのよ。
にしては向こうはかなりシノンを慕っているように見えたけど。
何回か会ううちにあんな風に私のことをすごいとか言い出すようになって。
何に対してすごいって言っているんだろうな。
ゲームの腕前かしらね。
確かにシノンのゲームセンスは下手なゲーマーよりも上だからな。
それを仕込んでくれたのはあんただけどね。
あ、ほら SAO の時は身を守るためにも戦闘は大事だったしさ。
まあ戦闘を教えてって言ったのはこっちだし。安心したらお腹空いちゃった。ねえ、またさっきのカフェに行かない？
ああ、食い直そうか。とりあえずシノンをつけてたのがストーカーじゃなくてよかった。でもあの男ちょっと気になるな。シノン
You have another thing. Let's go talk to Argo.
アルゴ、どこ行くんだ？
ああ、オレっちはこれからフィールドに出て情報収集をしようと思っているところだよ。
情報収集か。
お姉さんとデートがしたいのか？
So if we don't know too much about the series, Brave Argo was essentially an information broker.
I see.
Yep, in any game she plays, she gathers informations on quests, NPCs, areas, and her information helps save them a lot in SAO.
Gotcha.
You can use her as a party member. She's not just like in the game, she is actually usable to take in your party.
Alright.
アルゴの情報収集を間近で見てみたいのと、あとはアルゴに協力したいってところか。
やっぱり口説く気満々じゃないか。
口説くって。
しょうがないな。今回は特別に付き人にしてあげてもいいぞ。
なんか微妙に面白くない気分だけど、この辺りは俺もあまり探索を進めていないんだよな。
これといって特徴のある場所でもないからな。だから情報が集まりにくいんだよ。
それでアルゴが直接こうやって情報を拾いに来ているってわけか。
もしここで何かを発見できれば一気に情報が売れるぞ。
それじゃあ何としても目新しいものを探さないとな。
それに関しては気になっていることがあるんだよ。
I hear you, Mandy.
あれ、
どうした？
ここに落ちている木の実、マップのオブジェクトだと思ったらアイテムだ。
ただの食材アイテムじゃないのか？
いや、食材じゃないな。ゴムみたいに弾力があって、何なんだ？
どれ？ちょっと見せてくれ。
Hi, Tiger.
確かに感触はゴムに似ているな。
アルゴも知らないとなると、なかなかの発見なんじゃないか？
甘いぞ。アイテムを見つけたとしても、その使い道がわからなければ情報として価値はないんだ。
確かに使い方が不明だと、いくら新アイテムの情報とは言っても中途
You
半
just
端だよ
wanted
な。
to say hello, didn't you?
せっかくアルゴの役に立てたかと思ったんだけど、
残念だったな。
情報となるとやっぱりストイックだな。
褒めて欲しかったか？悪いが、俺っちは簡単に褒めたりはしないぞ。
次は褒められるように頑張るよ。もうそれはさておき、
Oh, those
結
lines.
局この木の実は何なんだろうな。
食材じゃないとなると、土に
He's just like, you gotta earn head pats for me, and he's just like, then guess I'll just have to keep trying. I need that praise.
こんなふにゃふにゃだからモンスターに投げて当てても1ダメージも入らなそうだよ
まあ、そのうち使い方がわかるかもしれないし。
な。じゃあ周辺の探索を続けようか。さっきこの辺りに特徴がないって言っていたけど、実際に何もないのか？
Alfie.
Is there a time if I have to put off Final Fantasy till another day?
No, I'm probably gonna have stuff to do before bed
もちろん
anyway.
何もないわけじゃないよ。
That's the thing, when you have a lot of event scenes in this game, they can take up a lot of the time.
洞窟？
これといって何も。街でも買える装備が手に入るってくらいだ。ただ、そのくせ割に合わない苦労をしなくちゃいけないけどな。
なんだよ、割に合わない苦労って。
洞窟内に特殊な攻撃をしてくるモンスターがいるんだ。そいつの相手をするのが厄介で割に合わないのさ。だからどのプレイヤーもわざわざ洞窟に潜るようなことはしないんだよ。
なるほど。なあ、ちょっとそこに行ってみないか？
やっぱり違和感があるか？
なあ、苦労に似合わない報酬っていうのがどうにも引っかかる。
実は俺っちもそれが気になってここに来たんだ。
そうだったのか。アルゴが気にするくらいならきっと何かあると思うぜ。
だといいけどな。 それじゃあ洞窟に案内するよ。
聞いた通り特に変哲のない洞窟だな。
いたぞ。あれが厄介な特殊攻撃をしてくるモンスターだよ。
見た目にはコウモリに似ているな。
コウモリで当たっているぞ。特殊攻撃っていうのは超音波によるスタン攻撃なんだ。
スタン攻撃か。
運が悪ければスタンを食らい続けたまま何もできずにやられるってこともあるからな。
攻略を進めていけばそのうちどこかの町とかで超音波を防げる装備でも手に入るのかな。
超音波を防ぐ装備って例えば耳栓とかか？
そうそう。
どうしたんだ？
ちょっと待ってくれ。ひょっとして
それってさっきの木の実？まさかそういうことなのか？
耳に入れてみるぞ。よっと。おお、入った。この木の実は耳栓だったんだよ。この洞窟は木の実の使い方を知らせるためのチュートリアル的な役割のダンジョンだったんだな。どうしたアルゴ、口をパクパクして。
Argo's upset.
そうか、耳栓を外すよ。
聞こえるか？まったくコントみたいなことをするなよな。
せっかくだから2人で木の実を使ってあのモンスターを相手してみようぜ。超音波に対しても本当に効果があるのかちゃんと試さないといけないだろ。
間違っていたら情報にならないからな。それじゃあ耳栓をして
よし、アルゴが倒したやつで最後だな。超音波の攻撃もバッチリ防げたみたいだし。ああ、耳栓を外さないと。
やっぱりお前は大したやつだな。
悪いアルゴ。
別に聞こえていなかったなら気にするな。
なんだよ、気になるじゃないか。もしかしてこれからの全ての情報をタダにしてやるって言ったのか？
そんなわけないだろ。それよりも新しいアイテムを発見したんだ。町に戻って情報を広めていかないとな。
なあ、アイテムの謎が解けてよかったな。
そうだな。
褒めてくれないのか？アイテムの使い道はちゃんと分かったぜ。
さっき褒めただろ。
もしかしてさっき何か言っていたのって褒めてくれていたのか？
いいから町に帰るぞ。
He was actually blushing there a bit.
どうやらアルゴに協力できたみたいでよかった。
Wow.
I only had 4 events, and all of a sudden people are like having multiple. People are having like multiple conversations that I gotta have. Very new either. Those are the 2 NPCs that you poured into here. There are 3 more conversations there. Then there's one if we go into the inn, and there's one at the cafe here at the Overlook, so it's like... I thought it was just the 4, but apparently there's more than that. Too much to do at this late hour. There's that there. There's like 4 more, let's see. Yeah, that's too much to do. The whole page just about. As much as, for anyone watching earlier, for as much as I was planning to jump into Final Fantasy V, I was not realizing when we came back from that one event that we were going to have about 7 more. And it's already pretty late, so I'm going to have to apologetically call the stream here, and we will get into Final Fantasy later this week.
Right.
Billy's got another one. Sinan's got another one. Hope everyone's been enjoying this. Some people are probably sick of it because I've been like casually playing it and streaming it every day. And SAO games, you can stream for about 5 hours and not realize you've been playing for 5 hours because scenes and events can just take that long.
Need.
There's another PC glitch. They just kind of get stuck on stuff. That actually happened in the forest at one spot. There's like a party that's all melded together inside of a rock. You can kind of see them sticking out and see their names. Never saw that in the original version. But that we will call this second part of our SAO stream here today. We'll do it again maybe 1 or 2 more times this week. And I'll definitely get into more FF5 some point this week as well. Everyone enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.